Mr. Moss, how successful do you feel you and your brothers will be in competing with the big movie houses downtown?
Well, we don't feel that we are competing, but we feel that we're adding to the promotion of black movies and things of this sort.
What about the cost?
The cost will be $1.75, and this is an attractive element as far as we're concerned.
Have you done anything special to pull people into the place?
Well, just looking at the place, you can tell that it has a black Afro-American overtone, and I feel that the people can relate easily to this place.
I understand that you're going to have primarily all black programming?
No, we can't go primarily black, and I can't say that we're going all black because we would run out soon. But we're trying to have black people featured more than the white element.
What of the street gangs, the dope addicts that plague this neighborhood? Do you foresee any problems there?
There's always problems, but I would say this here, I have 5 brothers, and we're all from the streets. So I don't feel like we should have too much of a problem with the people because we can relate to them.
We were very skeptical of what the gangs would do, but we found out that they were proud to come in there. But then you have the diehards who were going to come in there and say, this is our theater and this is our turf. We were in Cold Springs and they didn't want the people from downtown to come in. So it was almost like, we dare y'all to come up here. But we had to dispel that. We had to get rid of that mindset.
You made it clear in an interview with John Winston. You made that clear, didn't you?
We made it clear. What we did, we tried to bring them together. We had meeting after meeting. We had meetings with the community. We had meetings with the businessmen. There was times when the gangs were fighting with the businessmen, and we went into the business and brought the gang leaders in to meet with the businessmen. And we talked to them and said, you can't do this. And I remember one time when one of the gang members said, well, Mr. Moss, we don't have any problems with you, is we got problems with him. So if you got problems with any businessman on this street, you got problems with us. You got to deal with us. So they didn't really want to do that. They didn't really want to deal with us like that. So as things went on, things got better and better and better. But we still had a lot of nervous tension on the weekends because there's always a diehard that's going to come in there and try to disrupt. So we had to deal with them on the spot. What they call it, nip it in the bud.
Right. Because I remember in the film that you did with that we've had online with you all and John Winston, you told them that you had 5 brothers.
I had 5 brothers.
Nobody wanted any trouble. But also,
it wasn't just 5 brothers. I had 5 bad brothers.
all right.
Well, I don't know about being all bad. That wasn't my personality before. It was during, but not after. I came back to being myself after the theater closed down. Raymond, I take my hat off to him because he was doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, actually talking with the gangs and stuff. I didn't do that. I dealt with them once they got to the theater. Raymond was dealing with them before and after that. So I take my hat off to him. But we had a pretty good system going there with our family and everything, and with the community, with the businessmen in the area. There were a lot of businesses: Mike's Lounge, Club Soul, Pixies, Jerry's. What was it? What was Jerry's? That was jewelry. She was a jewelry store.
That was right next door, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry. And we all needed each other, like Raymond was saying. And we would all, get each other's back when the kids start acting up in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So you don't see those kinds of things anymore.
There was a time when I actually went down into the areas, went into the clubhouse and confronted the gangs head on. 20 or 30 of them in there, and I walked in like I was King Kong. I told them my expectations. Do not come in my theater acting up. If you got it in your mind you're going to come in there to act up, don't come. I'm warning you. Don't come in my theater. And then I would go through the crowd and I'd hire the baddest guy there. I remember this. I hired him to work at the theater. I said, now this is your leader. He can work in our theater. And I want you to control your boys. Don't make us control them because the outcome will not be that great. You control your gang. And if we let them in. And most of the time we had no problems because they respected their leader.
Yeah, and Ray is right on that, because that's not an empty threat. Because there were times that they did challenge us, and they regretted doing that. I think we always came out ahead on that one.
Mm-hmm. And the reason we had to be such a close-knit family there is because if you had a problem in the theater and you had to call the police or something like that, they would come in and make the situation worse.
Yeah,
just like we see on the street, they would come in there and attack the kids, attack the staff, so we couldn't deal with them. They had no sense of sensitivity about dealing with Black people. They come in there and right away they become the bullies, lining them up against the wall and all that. Come on, man. All we want you to do is make a presence. Make a presence. Let them see you, and then they'll calm down. But no, you had to come in there and stir up the works. You know
I can testify to that because I experienced it firsthand when they came in on occasion, and they come and they look like they want to give me the third degree, and I said, wait a minute, I'm the owner and manager here. You're giving me a hard time. You know, I didn't understand that. It was that mentality to come in and right away they want to start shaking you down. You know, and I'm saying, wait a minute, we called you, and you come in here and you're shaking us down. So we didn't want to even call the police. We hired our own security. At one point, we had security, but some of our own security was a little shaky, and we had to let them go. We did the security ourselves, you know, rather than have the local police come in and stir things up, rather than hire security guards in there who didn't know what they were doing, and they would cause problems. We just did it ourselves.